What's up, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. Arjan, first one in the room, and Din Din, welcome. Good to see you. Julie Ross and Lino Vincent, welcome. Good to see you. Dave in Bangor, Maine, and Diana Lee in London, welcome. Good to see you. Michelle's watching in Oregon, and Karamax, welcome. Good to see you. Swanky Dog and Jay Chulo, welcome. Good to see you. The ABX Girl and Bailey out there in London, welcome. Good to see you. Teovas Yasu. Good to see you. Sarah C, welcome. Good to see you. Phyllis 2284, welcome. Welcome to Central Park. Welcome to Central Park. All the noise is going to be behind me when I start. Oh, look at that. 7 people just tuned out because no doubt I am not walking yet. And they're like, he's going to be in Central Park. It's going to be a boring one today. We're going to see almost the entire park. Let's see here. We're starting here at Grand Army Plaza here. Right across the street from the Plaza Hotel, 59th Street, 5th Avenue. That's where we're going to start today. Good to see you. Love the videos, Programmer Jack. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mark Friedman. Welcome. And Adrian T. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Say Friday Eve. How sad is your life that you have to use Friday Eve? Anyway, good to see you there, self-correcting unit from Daytona Beach, Florida. And Chiledeans tuning on in from Vancouver, Canada. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you, Ramona. Out there in Wilmington, North Carolina, welcome. Programmer Jack. See you there, Gail. Welcome. You having a watch party? Good to see everyone. It's getting freakishly warm outside. It was nice and cool this morning, and now it's getting warm. Vanessa, there is a whole grove of trees blooming in the north part of the park. That's where we're gonna go. Hi. I'm gonna be like a cartoon figure for the tourists today, shall we? I already entertained enough people over the Brooklyn Bridge today, so we're gonna entertain some more people. Good to see you, Jazz Lady. Welcome. Good to see you, Vanessa. Good to see you there, JC Droid. Welcome. Look at my beautiful Central Park. Good to see you, Julie, out there in the UK. Julie, thank you so much for the PayPal donation. Much appreciated. Look at the ducks. Look at the ducks, people. They're bobbing. They're feeding people. Look at this. Good to see you, Sandra Ann. I'm feeling better. Look at this. Look what the ducks are doing. Good to see you, Johnny. Welcome. Good to see you, Barbara C. in Brooklyn Honcho. Welcome. We're going to do almost the entire park today. I wish the trees will slow down too, Din Din. But it seems like we're going to have a really early bloom this year. Really early bloom. I got to shut off the tour guide voice. I had a really good group this morning from Florida, Ottawa, Canada, and where were the other people? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking out on one of the groups. Or did we have 2 from Florida? Oh no, Hawaii. I had Hawaii on my tour this morning. I had Hawaii on my tour. I don't know what the ducks are doing. Julie, I appreciate your PayPal. Oh, we're having a watch party here. Programmer Chuck and Arjan together. Watching the, having a watch party. Adam Wagner, hello. Welcome. Yeah, we're going to see lots of early blooms here. Sunshine after the rain, welcome. And we got rain evidently tomorrow. Good to see you, Train Watch, welcome. How's everyone doing on this Thursday? I'm having a great Thursday. I hope you're having a great Thursday. But yeah, I had Hawaii, Florida, and Ottawa, Canada on my tour this morning. And they were lovely people. Just made 420 brownies. Nice. 420 brownies. Always a fun treat. For the adults, of course. Look at this. The trees are really coming out. Good to see you, William. We saw William yesterday out in Dumbo by the big gigantic head called Fat Boy. Yes, let's warm up to this live stream here, everyone. Let's warm up to it together. Oh, Central Park. Yeah, we had Hawaiians. We had a couple of family from Hawaii. Good to see you, David Bangor, man. It is nice seeing people having a lovely romp through the park this morning, or this afternoon now. Had a prosciutto slice earlier for lunch just now. Yeah, 420 brownies. Good to see you, Sally Sipico. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, people taking over the park. Yeah, Julie, wait until we get up near the reservoir. That is where we're going to really see some action. Good to see you there, George. Great day indeed, John. Good to see you. Great day indeed. Let me adjust my microphone so I could talk nice and quiet for you guys. There we go. Yeah, now I could do all my voice stuff for you guys and talk really quiet. Make it almost like golf coverage. You got the sun out there in London? Awesome. Deb, I'm happy you got the sun out there. I'm happy you got the sun. And if you don't have the sun where you're watching from, well, let's get a nice shot of the sun for you guys. Look, everyone's perching on the rock. Everyone's perching on the rock. Way up there. Oh, Olmsted and Box would be proud. Oh yeah, we got a lot of yellows coming about here in the park. This will make it for the gray day. Awesome, Julie. Jazz Lady, I had a glass of champagne. I had a glass of champagne, Jazz Lady. It was great. Had a glass of champagne and yeah. The artist is like super, super nice. Let's get a shot of the of Billionaires Row here while I adjust my microphone, because I am literally just getting off work. Look at the sun right by 111 West 57th Street. The narrowest skyscraper in the world. There we go. The narrowest skyscraper in the world. Let me describe the buildings here for you, shall I? The building with the highest occupiable floor is off to the right-hand side. That square, box-like looking tower, that's the Central Park South Tower. The shorter one in between the two, that's 157 West 57th Street. The building that started it all over on Billionaires Row. And then the building that's about to eclipse the sun, 111 West 57th Street, the narrowest skyscraper in the world with a 1:24 width to height ratio. Is the chat still available from the art gallery? I think it is, yeah. The chat should be still available on that replay. New York state of mind indeed. Oh, I'm so happy to have the microphones back. We could really enjoy the sounds of Central Park. But John Burke, welcome to the show. A great view today. It's gonna be one of those movie days in the park where it's not real, where it's not real. That wasn't a bagpiper, he was playing the violin. And here's a saxophonist. Real pretty today, guys. Wow. I knew it was going to be like a movie coming up here today. And Central Park is not disappointing. Central Park is really in a mood today. Bloody hell, the park is like, this is like Disney World today. This is like Disney World. Good to see you, Noble Sweetness. Welcome. Making our way up the west side of the park now. I guess we'll make our way up to Tavern. Let's make our way up the Tavern on the Green. And then we'll work our way up and over the reservoir. William, I will not be live streaming the St. Patrick's Day Parade. We're going to watch the St. Patrick's Day Parade out in Bay Ridge at the end of the month. There'll be plenty of people covering the big St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Manhattan. We do a different one. We do the one out in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Good to see you, Captain, and the squad. Welcome. You got your walking boots on. Good. I got my Timbs all laced up. So always remember the bike lane here at Central Park, one direction. It is one direction, even in that section right there. I think he cursed me out in his native language. So always remember one direction, everyone. One direction. Can't get lost. 843 acres. That is how large Central Park is. Just 341 hectares to you and me. 11.5 million cartloads of topsoil, 27,000 trees, 9,000 benches, 3,000 plants, shrubs, and bushes. Kind of amazing. Esteban, buenvenidos. Great view of the Ghostbusters building, way off in the distance over there. And the Central Park Carousel in view right over there. Central Park Carousel, built in 1919 for Coney Island, brought over here in 1954. Pretty cool. Good to see you, Esteban. Good to see you, Ian. Yeah, this is really good weather. This is almost Goldilocks weather. Phyllis, the urbanist, our good friend Ariel, he has some Billionaires Row's apartment views on his channel. I believe he toured a couple of buildings. So check out the urbanist exploring cities, because he went by he went by the whatchamacallit, one of those Billionaires Row's apartments. Omar, good to see you. Roger Still, beautiful walk indeed. We're just getting started. I guess I'm rambling over to, I'm going to the mall. Just realized I'm kind of walking away from Tavern on the Green. Ed Allen, good to see you. Parents are watching yesterday's stream. Awesome. Joanne and Mitchell, both in their early 90s. Still think they're 15 years of age. Age is nothing but a number. It's a concept. Age is a state of mind. I've been an old man since I was 15. But when I'm still a young kid, learning more and more. Learning more and more. As we make our way, we're near 64th Street in the middle of the park. As we make our way to the mall, the only straight pathway in the whole park. Ah, yes. We used 266 tons of gunpowder to sculpt the glacier rock here in the park. The glacier rock, the only natural feature of Central Park. We can see a little bit over there, right by the dairy. One of the 4 original buildings built for Central Park, designed by Calvert Vaux in 1865. Good to see you, Ian. Welcome. Welcome to the show. They're ringing bells for you. They're ringing bells, people. It got warm out here quick, guys. It got warm out here, people. Oh my God. Dutch could be extra wacky today because he's warm. All brought to us by the letter W. How's it going? It's going great. Bianca loves New York. Welcome. Love the artwork yesterday. Yeah, wasn't that fun? I got some Instagrams to post, so stay tuned. And Tan with a $10 super chat. Tan, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 2 times today. Much, much, much appreciated. Me and Bill Murray holding a cocktail. I'd like to thank you for your super chat. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Lake Nona Sports. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But thank you, Tan, for the very generous $10 super chat. Guys are awesome already. Guys are awesome. Oh my God, let's get into the mall here. The only straight pathway in all of Central Park, right here, the mall. Let's transport ourselves to the back of the mall. And we have to make post haste. I want to see these blooms up near the reservoir. Good to see you, Miguel Gonzalez. Welcome. Welcome. Happy Thursday. I wish I could stay home all day and not work and just watch live streams. Anyway, must be a lock. But then again, I get to be outside in this for you guys. Look at it. Here he is, Columbus, recently defaced. Here's Columbus holding court right here at the beginning of the southern end of the mall. Literary Walk, it's called. You're more than welcome for the Bill Murray tan. You're more than welcome for the Bill Murray. John Coppola, it's time for the nap. Time to take a nap, John. It will be lovely. Lovely. It will be lovely to take a nap in the park today. Just hit the like button before you take a nap. Just hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Thank you. Share with your friends before you fall asleep. You're more than welcome for the virtual tour, Ian. You're more than welcome for the virtual tour. A couple of new viewers reaching out to me recently. Yeah, it's more than just a walk. It's more than just a walk. It's a tour. It's a virtual tour. Did they clip Ghostbusters 2 in the park? I don't know if they filmed Ghostbusters 2 here in the park. I know the original Ghostbusters is, we have the 55 Central Park West, so. Gregory Kelly, welcome. It is a nice day for a walk. Yes, indeed. As we pass the Women's Rights Pioneer statue, about halfway down the mall now. The largest groves of great American elm trees outside of Washington, D.C. is all around us. Here in the mall, over 400 great American elms are in this grove. You can find around 3,000 great American elms all across Central Park. Good to see you, George. You stay home April 17. Nice. Had a really good tour this morning, had a great lunch. Subway ride to the park was lovely. And now I'm ready to do around 14,000 steps for all of you guys watching. Let's do 14,000 steps. We're only about 20 minutes in. I think I hear our friend William. If I hear William, I've got to give him a tip. Oh, no. It's the Chinese violin. I spoke too soon. You love New York City? Well, yeah. Everyone loves almost everyone loves New York. Where were my tourists from? The guests on my tour today were from Hawaii, Florida, and Ottawa, Canada. Nice, you did 18,000 steps at Disney. Cool. Sky is blue again. Sky is blue again. Henry V, welcome. Awesome, Henry. Hope you enjoy. Awesome, Ian. Well, Ian, we never miss a Fireworks Friday. So if you like Fireworks Fridays out in Coney Island, we have never missed a Fireworks Friday since like 2010, 2011. Got a lot of Fireworks Fridays on this channel. There's a whole playlist, by the way, if you just want to watch fireworks for a whole night. Kathy Lee, welcome. Good to see ya. People enthralled by the squirrels. Thanks for subbing to my channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm going to go live next, because variety and spontaneity is the spice of life. I was supposed to be on a little earlier today, but ended up hanging out with one of my coworkers for a little bit. Lovely day, Cammie. Good to see you, John Lore. It is enough fireworks to last a year. Yes, indeed. George Rucker with the time check, 2:47. There you go. The Namberg Band shell, built in 1923. The likes of Jimi Hendrix, The Grateful Dead, an unknown Jefferson Airplane, and Bob Dylan performed here. Lots of be-ins happened right here. Kind of amazing. Yeah, the grass is coming back nicely, Gregory. Yes, indeed. I can't get away from that damn Ariana Grande song. You know, I've never heard Side to Side before until this morning, and then it popped up in my feed. And then I watched the video, and I'm like, okay, and then I go to Dunkin' Donuts, and it's playing in Dunkin' Donuts. And just now when I was getting my slice of pizza, it was playing inside the pizzeria. And now I'm here in the park, and I hear the song in the park. Anyway. Really, Shave for Beer had a concert series in the band shell in the 70s? Wow. Do I go to the Bronx? Absolutely. Check out my replays. Check out my replays. There's lots of content on here. Lots of content on here, people. Margie Blog, good to see you. Welcome on into the show. No, the Ariana Grande Side to Side. I have never heard that song before. I have never heard that song before until today. It's like I've heard bits and pieces of it, and it's like, oh, that's Ariana Grande, okay. And then it's like everywhere today. It's like some kind of weird glitch in the Matrix. Oh, we got some lighting equipment here in the park. Let's see the lighting equipment here. Ah, that's right, Ramona. That's right. Oh, there we go. It's good to see you, Brian Davis. Welcome. We're jumping out here, guys. You know, I haven't been to Jackson Heights. Actually, no, I have been to Jackson Heights when we go plane spotting, Gregory, but we haven't been to Washington Heights. But Ian is from the Bronx originally. Awesome. Yeah, lots of people out today. Good to see you, Robert. The Angel of the Waters Fountain. The Angel of the Waters Fountain, built to commemorate the opening of the Croton Aqueduct System, the first freshwater system for the city of New York. Created in 1872. Angel of the Waters is the first public commission work of art for the city of New York, designed by a woman. Her name was Emma Stubbins. This entire landscape was designed by Jacob Ray Mould. Pretty amazing. Good to see you, Charlinks. Welcome. Sounds like we got Kazoo is out there, or Kazu. Kazu's out there. Let's see hi to Kazu. He's out there. He has a very raspy voice. Ah, yes. Yeah, Dindin, you know, that's an ongoing situation when it comes to 191st Street there. You know, it's who knows? I have a feeling they're going to commission a new piece of art, and it's going to look really cool, but then people might tag over it. So stay tuned, Dindin. We'll keep up with that. Am I ready for tomorrow's? I'm not live streaming tomorrow's parade. Yeah, I am not live streaming tomorrow's parade. I'll be live streaming the St. Patrick's Day parade in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. That's the one I cover. There's going to be plenty of people covering the one here in Manhattan. So I will not be here tomorrow. Good to see you, Nibul. Bienvenue. The Bronx County is on ABX's girl's birth certificate. There you go. Good to see everyone in the chat. Yes, indeed. It is spring, everybody. It is spring. So let's see. This column here, this is autumn. But let's say hi to spring, which is right over here. This is spring. Ah, yes, time to work on the farm. Time to work on the farm. Wake up early with the rooster, and of course, enjoy some more sunlight. Right there, there is spring for you. All right, we're gonna walk through Bethesda Terrace now, at Bethesda Arcade. Enjoyed the stream underneath Park Avenue the other day. Yes, creepy but very entertaining indeed, Gregory. I'm happy I didn't get hurt. There were creepy people down there. Neville, good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you from Toronto. All right, we're going to be quiet as we walk through Bethesda Arcade. I'm going to gaze up at the ceiling. The ceiling has 15,000 hand-painted tiles. They're called the Milton tiles. It's the only application of Milton tiles in the world vaulted onto a ceiling. You could find Milton tiles in the U.S. Capitol and the White House, just to name a few places. Good to see you, Andrea Jordan. Welcome, and Gustavo from Mexico. Buenos dias. All right, we're going to be quiet. Let's enjoy the scenery here, and let's see how the signal holds up. Let's see how the signal holds up. It's like a movie in there. It's like a movie. Good to see you, Patricia, out there in Tucson. The Apprentice, I am very sincere. Okay, thanks for being sincere. Bonsoir, bienvenue. Absolutely, Diana, absolutely. Good to see you there, Dave. Lino Vincent, I don't know why they, no, Diane Arbus is removed from Grand Army Plaza there. New York's your dream, Gustavo? Well, thanks to the power of the internet, you are here. All right, guys. Oh boy, wow, there are people really doing their TikToks here. Oh, oh Lord, have mercy. Wow. Oh, Kazu. Kazu got the place here. And you don't want to ride bikes in the pathway, guys. Yeah. I really hope those kids tip them out. I really hope those kids tip them out. It's like a movie out here today. It's like a freaking movie out here today. Good to see you, Nana. Welcome. Wondering when the fountain's going to turn on. Probably in a few more weeks, Gregory. Once we're confident that the water won't freeze inside of it, we'll turn on the fountains. I really hope those kids tip out Kazu. Hello, Big Juice. Welcome. All right, let's... Central Park, one of the first places in the world to use forced perspective. Here's this lovely view looking out towards the San Remo apartments. Land Rover, good to see you. Lala Be So Random, welcome. Look at that. That's a screenshot, if I ever saw one. This is why I like the wide angle lens. I could get these kind of shots. Wow, look how pretty that is. Jeez Louise, we got to get up to the cherry blossoms, guys. Let's do it. Walking now past the, walking right past the Low Boathouse here, and we're gonna stay right next to the Low Boathouse. And we're going to take this up to, I guess we'll do Belvedere Castle, cut across the park here. I am supposed to go up the west side of the park, but I guess we'll build up the audience a little bit more until we get to the cherry blossoms. First blossoms of the year, but a lot of other trees like these yellow ones here. Ooh, look at those colors over there, guys. Wow, this is nice. This is early. This is really early for this. Look at these colors, guys. Central Park, this is the time, by the way. Look at this. Look at how it's framed up, guys. Look at how that's framed up. Olmsted and Vaux knew exactly what they were doing when they designed this damn park. I mean, we're gonna see a lot of the features that create the depth in the park So we're going to see the different trees and how they create depth, layers of color. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of that today. But when Olmsted and Vaux envisioned Central Park, you know, they envisioned this as like, you're telling yourself a story. You're experiencing nature, convening with nature. Are we going to do a sunset today? Probably not. Probably not, Jay. I worked this morning, so I think today we're going to be on for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours. And then after that, that is it. For me to do sunset, that will need me to be on for at least 5 hours. So we are not doing that today. Worked in the morning this morning, so granted, I'm a little tired. Been up since 6:30 in the morning. So 6:30 in the morning, take my bus into town at 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's a long day. It's a long day. Bagels and Wonks, good to see you. Bagels and Wonks, I am making my way to the reservoir right now. Good to see you, Sean. Everyone follow Bagels and Wonks, a great live streamer from the Upper East Side, right over here. I hope you, the missus, and the baby are doing well, Sean. Yeah, no marathon stream today. No, no, no. Yeah, sunset's not until 7:02. It's past 7 o'clock already. So now I gotta like plan that out, like. But we'll do a sunset in the near future, so stay tuned. That is a hallmark on this channel. But today we are focusing on the blooming trees here in Central Park. Thanks for watching my replays, Arjan. There's a lot of replays, Arjan. I got videos going all the way back to 2006 on this channel. I got a lot of content. I got a lot of content before live streaming. It's pretty amazing. If you do watch some of those really old live streams, leave a comment on there. Let me know you watched it. Photos, Photo Live 24, welcome. It is beautiful today. I'm doing great. It is good to see everyone. Good to see you there, Sean. It's warm out here, dude. It was cold this morning, and now it's like hot. I'm contemplating putting away my jacket. Contemplating that at the moment. Should I just fold up my jacket until I go home? Because it is freaking warm out here. It got warm quick. It literally got warm in like the hour I was having lunch. The king of content, yes indeed. You know, John Laura, I was watching Letterman, David Letterman on Johnny Carson show. The last appearance David Letterman had on Johnny Carson right before he ended the Tonight Show, and it's just powerful now. It's a mind fuck that you could get similar sized audiences here on YouTube now. Like, you know, like have like 20,000 watch, you know. It's insane. So I don't look at this median and way of communication, I don't take it lightly. So I try to bring that. I want to try to bring that kicking and screaming into the new times. So this is not a driving road. This is one of the main drives. We're on the East Drive now at about, let me see here, 75th Street. And I went by the buildings. How accurate am I? Let's go to a light pole here. I was close. I said 75th. We're at East 77. We're at East 77. Right here by Still Hunt. One of my favorite statues here in Central Park, Still Hunt. He's as old as the Brooklyn Bridge, put there in 1884. Pretty cool. Good to see you touring different places. Welcome. Bagels and Walks, did I hear about the fire at the Sherry Netherland? Yes, indeed, Bagels and Walks. All I have to say is that's a very interesting story. That's a very interesting story there. Tie my jacket around the waist. No, I'm going to throw it in my book bag. Good to see you, Gus. Yeah, everyone's out in the park right now. Everybody's out. Activity 79, welcome. Everyone's out. It's a very interesting story happening with the Sherry Netherlander. You don't have fires in penthouses every day here in New York. We have a lot of penthouses here in New York, but you know. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything. Time to break out the shorts. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there to break out the shorts. Good to see you, Dan. Good to see you, Nelly. Welcome. Touring different places. It's in the description below. So your guess is correct. I tend to write out where I'm going to be in the description. So today is a Central Park experience, because it really is an experience every time. We're now by the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Just got back from the Ridge. Nice. Is that a movie? It's a Lifetime movie of the weekend, ABX girl. Waiting to happen. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I think I'm gonna find a bench somewhere. I'm gonna put my jacket in my bag, because I am dressed for what it was this morning, which was, it was in the 30s this morning. And going over the bridges was a little cold because we had wind. So now it's very warm out here. Lynn, welcome. The weather is gorgeous. It's a good guess, yeah. Full Monty style. No. I'm just gonna take off the jacket. Ooh, King Yog Yellow looks really cool. We have a lot of blossoming trees here, guys. Wow. Good to see you, Denise. Welcome. Look at King Yog Yellow. Look at those colors. Oh my God. This will be a perfect spot to put away my jacket, because we're going for a hike. We're gonna go for a hike in the nature. Look how pretty that is. I think it's 62 degrees here, Nelly. It's warm. Now, why is there a statue of King Yog Yellow in Central Park? Well, I'll tell you. We had a World's Fair out in Queens in 1939, 1940. And in 1940, Poland ceased to exist because it was invaded by Germany. After the World's Fair, this statue was supposed to go back to Warsaw. But, yep, Poland didn't exist. So instead, in 1941, they placed it here in the park. After everything happens in World War II, sometime in the 50s, the city of New York asks Poland if they want their statue back. And they're like, nah, you can leave it in Central Park. And there you have it. Let's take off the jacket. Let's take off the jacket. And let's tour the park here. Isn't that a cool statue? I just freaked out some tourists. They got a free tour. All right, guys. Let's enjoy the view here while I'll take off my jacket here. Get to hear all my zippers and Velcro move about now as I ready my, okay, my keys are in there. Right, yep. All right. And I'm gonna wear proudly a really cool t-shirt that I know nobody has. I'm wearing a shirt that nobody has. Well, a few people have, but nobody here in the park, at least that I know of. Now, let me put away this, let me put away my jacket here. Da-da-da-da-dee. Yes. All right. As I squeeze my jacket into my bag, everyone. Just one, there we go. Just 1 second, guys. All right. Ooh, now we're really comfy, guys. Oh, now we're really comfy. Don't you like the spring trees? Me too. Yep, Michael Jackson. Yes, indeed, is my zipper jacket captain in the squad. Hello there, Theory Mary, welcome. Always a great day. Always a great day live streaming. Yes, indeed. Have Dutch? Have I ever bumped to you? Oh, Margie Blah. I have had people fanboy and fangirl out, so it's perfectly fine, Margie. Perfectly fine. All right. Turtle Pond, everyone. We'll get a view of Belvedere Castle here from the ground here in a bit. You need the warm weather, Nelly? Nelly, it's nice. It's nice. There you go, Captain. As we approach the great lawn here. The great lawn where Simon and Garfunkel had their reunion, where Pope John Paul II spoke to 500,000 people, where Diana Ross performed to 700,000 people in a thunderstorm, and then the next day performed to over 1 million. The great lawn here, a completely engineered landscape. This was the area of one of the receiving reservoirs for the Croton Aqueduct system, first freshwater system for the city of New York. When that aqueduct became, or when that reservoir became obsolete, they turned it into this entirely engineered landscape called the Great Lawn. Good to see you, Ibrahim. Welcome. Now we're looking towards Turtle Pond here. Turtle Pond, and off in the distance on top of the rock, on top of Vista Rock, you have Belvedere Castle. Belvedere Castle, built in 1871, 1872. Made out of Manhattan schist, the bedrock of Manhattan Island. Made out of the leftover rock from the construction of Central Park. But got a lot of geese. A lot of geese out here. Hanging out here on the lawn. Wow, they're having like a convention or something like that. Wow. Wow, you were there for that visit. Pretty cool. And look at this, the trees are already coming out. Wow. Really nice out here, guys. Off in the distance, the El Dorado Apartments. Frame that up. Look at that. Boom. It's spring. It's spring. Oh, wow. So as we get north in the park here, you get a less ratio of tourists, more ratio of New Yorkers. So they seem to fly back and forth between there and the reservoir. I can see that, Bagels and Wogs, yeah. Remember that they seed this constantly. They're seeding the lawns here constantly to maintain them. So I think that's what they're eating. I think they're just eating like the seeds that they place here periodically. Guano alert, yes. Good guano here in Central Park. What is the cartoon with the turtles? Are you talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That takes place here in New York. Now I'm testing my limits with the signal because usually on this side of the Great Lawn, the signal kind of craps out, but it looks like I'm holding good right now. What's the funniest thing I've seen in the park? Gregory, I've seen quite a few funny things in the park. But probably, okay, the lady that feeds the, or I don't know if she still does it. There's a lady on the Upper West Side who used to feed the raccoons here in the park. And she would be completely inundated with like 50, 60 raccoons. They'd just find all these raccoons and she would just feed them all with cat food and all that kind of stuff. That's probably the funniest thing I saw in the park. I saw a few things in the park. I got knocked down by a sting once. Wasn't Big Daddy shot in New York? I think it was. A lot of movies are shot in New York. New York is a big place, has lots of places. You heard Portuguese, when you heard the language of the goose is Portuguese. Really? Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. Have I seen the lady who drags her dogs around on walks? There's a few people who do that, Patricia, but I only notice when people are being outwardly hostile to their dogs. So I haven't seen anything too crazy. Really pretty out here. So far we're doing good here. We're going around the western end here of the Great Lawn. And we're seeming to maintain signal here, amazingly enough. This is usually a notorious spot.
A lot of people tune in,
where the signal gives out. Terrified of raccoons? Yeah, they're like little, what are they called? Trash pandas. They're little tiny trash pandas. Making our way up to the reservoir, making our way up to the western end of the reservoir here near 90th Street. And we should be seeing some nice blooms. We're coming near the pine tree area here. The Pinetum, an area that's always green no matter what time of year. Good to see you there, Rich. Rich mostly, welcome. Ooh, as the dogs bark. The little guy does not approve. Guy called his own dog a punk ass. That's kind of funny. Sound like an Upper West Side. Pinetum here. We're in the Pinetum. One of the only areas in Central Park to say is green throughout the entire year. Right, here we have the signal moving about. Now the signal's bouncing about. Okay, we're still good though. We're not in the red. Touring different places says that I do not know if there'll be snow this year. Yeah, maybe not. We only have a few more weeks to go. Who knows if we get snow or not? The window is quickly closing. Give it another week or two, and if it stays constantly 50 degrees, we're not going to see much of anything. Where's Battery Park from me from now? Oh, about 6 miles to the south. We're right now, what are we at here? 83rd, so we're at 84th Street right now.
You don't have to bring it back.
West 84th Street, Central Park West right now, roughly. Good to see you there, Miro, welcome. Oh, Mila. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
It's okay, but nice, huh?
Yeah, really pretty views. Yes, indeed. So now we're entering the area of Seneca Village. And I could see our blooming trees off in the distance. Yeah, park is jumping today. Park is jumping. Guys,
As a sophomore.
a lot going on today.
For ourselves.
I'm happy I took off my jacket, I'll tell you that much right now. I made the right decision. I might be able to go all the way back home now. Twin towers of the El Dorado apartments off to our left-hand side here as we get closer and closer to the main area of blooming. And then we're going to go just north of that. We're going to go by the Loke. Right, that's how if that's how it's pronounced. And I want to see if we could find Flacco. Will he be up here in this section of the park? This seems to be the area he likes to hang out at. So, oh, did I just get walking over a traverse, by the way? See how it's sunk? Traffic always separated from the pedestrians on top. Flaco is a Eurasian owl that escaped the Central Park Zoo a few months ago. And he's been staying up here in the northern area of the park in an area called the Loke. I hope he finds a mate too. He's pretty old. His birthday was like the other day. So his birthday was, I think, a day or two ago. I only use Twitter to keep track of birds here in Central Park. It's kind of funny. All right. It is a beautiful day, Raquel. Good to see you. It's gonna be, wow, there's a big crowd here. There's a big crowd here by the trees. Look at this. Here they are, everyone. Here are the trees that New York has been, oh my God, he just had a mitzvah. Bagels and walks. We should get together a bar mitzvah for Flaco. Look, everyone's here. Everybody's here. You know, I bet you if we go up to Flushing Meadows, there'll be nobody there, and it's way more blossoming trees than this. Wow, so this is like really early. This is really early for these trees to be blossoming, I'll tell you what. L'chaim, Flaco, l'chaim. That's right. Wow, 13 years old. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Wow, look at these shots here we're getting. Am I close to where Sting ran me over? No, that happened down in Columbus Circle. That happened down in Columbus Circle. Patchy, but we could take what we could get. Exactly, that's very true. Ooh, it's really muddy down here. This is always a little spot where it's always been muddy. Wow, everyone's finding their tree and taking it over. I think 13 years old is pretty old for an owl, yeah. But yes, the spring equinox is on Monday. I believe Monday in the afternoon is officially the spring equinox. Wow, these are really pretty out here. Nice pictures out here you could take today. Real nice pictures. This is real nice. A little bit early, but a little bit early. The beautiful twin towers of the El Dorado Apartments, 300 Central Park West right there. These amazing views here. A great shot with the El Dorado, right? Yeah, it's really cool. Boom, it's spring in New York, yay! Oh, they're so delicate. They're so freaking delicate, these things. Ian, we were actually nearby that house. That's 55 Central Park West. Nice to see people out. Me too, Land Rover. I'm very happy to see these folks out. This is really pretty here. We're like the puddle. Kind of looks like a pond. March 16th, 2023. It's 3:21 this afternoon. Make a wish. But look at this. Look at how pretty this is. Some of the, ooh, really have some interesting varieties of ducks. Ooh, Sean, I'm gonna have to check that out. Tien Naijen, welcome. Isn't that beautiful, Cammy? Well, let's really get some nice screenshots for you guys, some screensavers. I think this one right here is going to be a cool one. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah, no, Gregory, I think some of these trees bloom like 3 times. From what I've heard, they bloom like 2-3 times. Some of them, not all of them. But this is like usually at the main area here in Central Park where they're gonna bloom. But you know, so far, I'll tell you the weather forecast for the next at least week and a half. It's gonna be warm. Chance for snow. We do have a chance for a storm Tuesday going into Wednesday or late Tuesday, and that's looking warmer and warmer and warmer. Yeah, Lala, that is a big puddle. Lala be so random, that is a big puddle that is acting like a scenic lake or pond. Oh, it's so pretty out here. Oh, so pretty. Let's continue up north here and go by the Loke. And they don't want anyone falling into it. And also, the fence that you see today is like a historical recreation fence. Like it's the fence that you would see when the reservoir was first built. Yeah, they do, Din. Autumn, but it's a different kind of bloom, Din. It's a different kind of bloom. Yeah, mud face back. Maybe. Yeah, strawberry fields. A lot of dogs in the park today. Today's some good dog watching conditions here in the park. It's like peak dog watching conditions. Yeah, the chain link fence is in a lot of movies from the bad old days. But yeah, Marathon Man. But here it is, the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. The Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir actually predates Central Park. It was built in 1811. This is one of the first things that basically cuts in half Seneca Village, one of the oldest areas where people inhabited this area. One of the oldest habitations in this area. That's what I wanted to say. But yes, this is part of that Croton Aqueduct system, the first freshwater system for New York. Now we can employ this to supply Manhattan Island with fresh drinking water if we had some kind of major disaster. And mathematicians have guesstimated that this body of water would last Manhattan Island about 6 hours. About 6 hours. But today, the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir only supplies the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir only supplies Central Park with all of its water features, except for the Harlem Meer. The Harlem Meer is fed by Montaigne's Rivulet, one of the only natural springs on Manhattan Island still visible, even though it's in a completely kind of man-made enclosure, if you will. Only 6 hours, yeah. We're on Waggy Watch. Yeah, we're on Waggy Watch here. I need to make a graphic for that. Waggy Watch brought to you. Can AKC sponsor me for that? That'd be fantastic. Nabil TV, welcome. Welcome. All right, let's make our way to the Loke. Ah, beautiful views here, boy. Beautiful views. Beautiful views here. Let's stumble down the road here. I never go this way, so want to really ramble about for y'all today. Let's head on over here and see what's a doing. Yeah, beautiful spring day here in Central Park. Oh, it's 35 and snowing up there in Colorado. Nice. Do I like corned beef and cabbage? Yes, I do. Douglas Fatiglia, welcome. Aloha. Sorry if I missed you. Going, yeah, a lot of fun areas in the north of the park, yeah. Just the cell signal's so like iffy up there. That's the thing. It's like I'm going like this area up here. Usually I don't have a good signal, but I seem to be doing good today. Which, by the way, Bagels and Walks, I don't know if you don't know, but you go into the settings of Prism Live Studio and you could up the bit rate out. So I've upped the bit rate out. I've also increased my resolution to 1080 and it seems to be holding really good. So. But I've upped the bit rate and now I'm maxing out at like 6,000 kbps and so far so good. It's going really good. And yeah, back at work again, Tien, back at work again. Worked this morning, now I'm working for all of you guys. What's my favorite part of the park? Gregory Kelly, probably my favorite part of the park is the mall. Simply due to the fact that, you know, it's where everyone kind of is. It's like the stage of Central Park. And plus the mall is just, you know, there's so much history there. You can look back at photographs dating back to the beginning of photography and yeah, quality is excellent, yes indeed. Nabul, can I repeat the settings? Nabul, go into the settings, go into like your profile settings on Prism Live Studio, and then you could up the bit rate out. And now I'm maxed out at 6,000 kpbs. Good to see you, Marty Lewis, welcome. All this, let me try to read this correctly. All this, my good luck, Central Park, people less guys. All right. Yeah, shush that. Yeah, right. Shouldn't give away my secrets right now. I'll give them away to Nabul and Sean because they're watching right now. But yeah, go into your profile settings and you get up the bit rate and it seems to like, you know, I've upped also the resolution. The resolution seems to be really holding really well. I was looking at my live stream from yesterday and it looked really good. So yeah, it's crisp. Oh my God, Douglas, it'll be great if you could visit New York this summer. They seem to have updated some things. So, touring different places, wants to visit the Queens Museum. Yeah, take the 7 train up there. And that's where the Queens Museum is. About a 45-minute subway ride from Times Square. On the 7 train is the Queens Museum. Oh my God, Gregory, yeah. Gregory, there's a lot of people who I would love to walk through Central Park with. Like just to name a few, like Marilyn Monroe loved New York because she could like be like a regular person. And I would love to walk with Marilyn Monroe through Central Park without anyone noticing it's her. I would love to, John Lennon, you know, I would love to walk around the park with him. I mean, there's a few people. There's a few people. I mean, there's a few people who live stream in Central Park all the time. Like you have George Hahn, who's over on Instagram Live. And I would love to take George Hahn on one of my bicycle tours. You know, Jacqueline Kennedy, absolutely. How long is the ride from Times Square to the Queens Museum? 45 minutes, 45 minutes. 45 minutes. It is nice, Susan. I have to agree. It is nice. Oh my God, George Hahn, one of my bagels and walks, one of my favorites. Like watching George Hahn is like therapy. I love his live streams. And he live streams right around here. Like this is the spot where he usually live streams. Right around here, near Seneca Village. I think the Baseball Furies, I think that scene happened in Riverside Park. I could be wrong, but I think Riverside Park is where the Baseball Fury chase happened. Jimmy, of course. Oh my God, Jazz Lady, yeah. I would like to walk with Jimmy Durante around Prospect Park, since Jimmy Durante's a Brooklyn guy. I would like to walk around with Jimmy Durante in Prospect Park, or go to a Brooklyn Dodgers game. I would just love to see one of those. You're more than welcome, Strawberry. You're more than welcome. But yeah, I think it's Riverside Park where the Baseball Furies have the chase. I could be wrong though. Oh, Jeanette, absolutely, Jeanette. Good to see you, Jeanette Trainer, out there in Glasgow. Absolutely, I think so too. But I like the Mets. Yeah, I've been a Mets fan my whole life, thanks to my dad. So yeah, Thane, I've seen Yoko Ono twice. I actually met Yoko Ono for like a brief moment after the end of a walking tour I did in here in the park, and talked to Yoko for like almost 20 minutes. It was incredible. We talked about how pretty the park looked in the snow, and it was really neat. Then the second time I saw her, it was like for like 10 seconds, and she somehow disappeared. Nebul, we could make that happen, Nebul. What about Casey Neistat? You know, I want to say I've met Casey Neistat in the past. I used to be very active in the cycling community, and I'm pretty sure that Casey Neistat came on a ride out to Fort Tilden one day, because I remember a guy, maybe 2004, 2003, and I remember a guy who filmed literally everything, who fits Casey's just like kind of MO, and he came on the ride with us out there, and I'm pretty sure that was him, and so I might have met him already. But I would like to go for a nice long bike ride with Casey Neistat. I would like to take him for a ride, maybe down to Coney, or maybe all the way out to the Rockaways. There's a lot of people who, like, you know, again, when we talk about celebrities and stuff like that, you know, us New Yorkers, we kind of don't care. So they're kind of just people. So we want to get to know the actual person. That's what it's kind of like. I tell you, this gravel road here, this is the bridle path I'm walking. A little rough on the feet, even though I'm wearing boots. Little rough on the feet. What am I at here? I'm way uptown now. I've got to get to 103rd here. Want to get up to 103rd. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We caught Casey in the New York Marathon. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, Casey, if you're listening, book a tour. And a winter would be fun to walk around Central Park. Yeah. Casey's great. I'm happy he's back in New York. He took a beautiful picture from the Brooklyn Bridge this morning. He took a beautiful sunrise picture on the Brooklyn Bridge this morning. Well, we caught Casey in the marathon, and that was kind of fun. Marathon Sunday, always my favorite day. Always my favorite day. And Casey is great. Yeah, John, he's just a vlogger here on the YouTube. He's the one who like flies drones out of his car sunroof. One of those kind of people. Yeah, half marathon this Sunday. A lot of barricades going up down in Chinatown and here up in Midtown by Grand Army Plaza. A lot of fencing going up. But it is a beautiful day. Douglas, you know, I was thinking about this since yesterday. Like, get out to Central Park today. See these blooming trees. Strawberry, that would be fun to walk the Brooklyn Bridge with Alicia Keys. And those turntables. I would like to know how would she react to. She probably would like it. Who knows? Good morning. Good to see you, Scott. Good afternoon. When's the Brooklyn Brooklyn Marathon? I think half marathon's coming up. I want to say that's April or May. One of those two. April or May. All right, entering near 103rd Street now. And we're gonna go up to the Loke. You'll be here really gonna be here Sunday, Jennifer? Awesome. She could sing with Jay-Z, yeah. Did the virtual New York City half and got your New York, really? Wow, ABX girl, congratulations. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, this is the area where Flacco is. This is the North Woods and an area called the Loke. It's kind of random. Let's got ramble about here. Yeah, it's in April, right? Yeah. There you go, it's in April. Vaughn Williams, welcome from Auckland. You and Katie just joined me. Welcome on into the show, Vaughn and Katie. Good evening, Tina, welcome. Yep, Flaco means skinny in Spanish. There's 2 ice skating rinks in Central Park, touring different places. There's one up here in the northern end of the park called the Lacer Rink. Then there's another one in the southern end of the park called the Kate Wallman Rink. So there's 2 ice skating rinks in Central Park. We didn't come close to either one of them. We were kind of near the Kate Wallman Rink, but we kind of went around it today. Okay, let's get in over here. Let's get in over here. Let's see if we could find Flacco. No, Douglas. Yeah, car traffic has been banned from Central Park now for, maybe 6-7 years now. Which is a good idea because this park was not designed for the automobile. This park was not designed for the automobile. As I stumble a little bit here. Take it easy here walking. Kate Wallman was a philanthropist who donated the money initially back in the 1960s to build the ice skating rink. I don't know exactly what business she was involved in, and this is not a path for the bike. Yeah, we're gonna look for Flacco right now. He's in this area of the park. Did they tear down the Lacer Rink? I thought the Lacer Rink was just being rehabbed. Right, I could be wrong about that. Did they shut down the Lacer Rink, everyone? Let me know. I thought they were building a new one. So let's see, are we near the Loke proper? Let's see here. We got the overpass over here. Let's see. Yep, this is the Ravine and Loke. If you want more information, scan the QR code. Scan the QR code right there. Wow, it's really pretty over here. We are definitely chilling in the park today. That's for sure. We got a little waterfall over here. You know what's funny? Photos from around New York. I'm always in this area, but I'm on the main road. I don't get off the road. So. Little chatty birds. They're just hanging out. They're just hanging out. No. John, they will never learn, so. No need to. John, that will involve logic, John. You know what I'm really looking for? I'm looking for like bird watchers right now. So I know that bird watchers will be out looking for Flacco the owl. You try. I know, John. Yeah, there is a fort. There is a fort. The blockhouse is kind of like behind me. And the problem with the blockhouse is that there's like, well, I don't know if Sean, you're still watching. How's the signal out by the blockhouse? The blockhouse is a fort that was built, I believe, in 1812? The War of 1812? I'm glad you're enjoying, Diana. Something like that. But last time I tried to live stream from the blockhouse, it was like no signal up there. I mean, today we're doing good. Photos, you got to come out and see it. I mean, it's really not that special. I mean, it's nothing like, it's not like, I wouldn't consider it a must see. It's kind of like very, you know, it's a little underwhelming. Yeah. You know, there's a Japanese tea garden here in Staten Island, in Snug Harbor, but you know what sucks? There's no signal back there. There's no signal in the Japanese tea garden in Snug Harbor. So I'll have to do a pre-recorded. Need some Coney. John, you'll be in Coney before you even know it. You'll be there before you even know it. A little waterfall down here. The Lacer rink, by the way, is just over here behind the construction. And then also just on the other side of that, the Harlem Meer. The only natural spring, natural fed body of water here in Central Park. How big is Central Park? 843 acres or 341 hectares, Colt, Canada. Welcome. Let's go over here. Let's see. We never see this. Look how pretty this is. Look how pretty. Really pretty around here, boy. Wow. So this goes into Harlem Meer. I believe this goes into Harlem Meer from here. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Good to see you, Ken. Welcome. 843 acres or 341 hectares large. Central Park. 11.5 million cartloads of topsoil. 27,000 trees, 9,000 benches, 142 miles of drainage pipes, 58 miles of pedestrian pathways, 11.5 million cartloads of topsoil, 3,000 plants, shrubs, and bushes. And none of this is real. This is all nature staged managed. It's really pretty right here, wow. New York City, everyone. Absolutely beautiful indeed. Really enjoy the sound of the water. Right, let's get some ASMR. I'm going to be quiet, and you guys are going to enjoy this right now. Good to see you, E-Baby. Welcome. There we go. Namaste, kids. Namaste. All right. Don't you love the sound of the water? I love Central Park. But it is kind of amazing that this is all man-made. This is all not real. So, all right. This will take us into underneath the drive here. And then Harlem Meer is just on the other side here. And here they're talking about all the reconstruction they're doing here. They reimagined the Harlem Meer. So this is the section that we're in. I believe we're let me see, we're right here. We're right here in this rendering. They're redoing all this. I believe this is the new, let me see here. We have a world-class, larger than Olympic-sized pool and regulation ice skating rink. All new facilities. 2024, it's gonna all open up soon. This new area right here. Yeah, the Harlem Meer. The only spring-fed body of water in Central Park. Fed by Montaigne's Riverlet. After Montaigne's Riverlet goes through Central Park, it makes its way down to the East River in a pipe. It's hard to imagine, especially this area here. So we're in the North Woods, and by the time we get to this building, this section of the park, there's a Great Depression happening. So we kind of run out of money to build the park very elaborately. So thus, when we get to this section of Central Park, it's a little bit more rustic, not as many features. Let's head on up here. Let's head up this hill here. I have no idea where this is going to take me. And this is not the Great Hill. I think that's behind me. Yeah, rustic is good. Originally, Central Park was only supposed to go up to 103rd Street, but Olmsted and Vaux had a couple of other features they wanted to add to the park, so they kind of convinced the city to extend the park up to 110. But, yeah. 110th Street down to 59th Street between 8th and 5th Avenues. That's Central Park. Oh, this is pretty out here. I have no idea where I'm ending up right now, but this is fun. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade. Girls like them, they had it made. Those were the days. And you knew who you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. How was it determined? How was the location of Central Park determined? Basically, they wanted to put it in the middle of Manhattan Island. The grid plan from 1811. That's how you get Central Park. Yes, the huge boulders were carved and moved by glaciers. Missy Muss, welcome. Well, I'm getting my steps in going up this damn hill. This feels good. Marco from Italy. Ravinia Italy, buongiorno. More than welcome for the live stream. Stick to my day job, Andrea? You got it. Have no choice to stick to my day job. Good to see you, Emmy. Welcome. Emily, welcome. Oh, I see where we ended up. Oh, that's cool. All right. We're now kind of on the east side of the park now. We're now like kind of by the east side of the park. So this is the 103rd Street crossover right here. I spent the night here in the park, right over there by that light pole. For a brief moment of my life, I was a production assistant on Law and Order, and they paid me $150 to sleep in a van to watch all the electrical equipment. So I slept in the van by that pole down there. I spent the night out here in the middle of February. Snow, ice everywhere. It was really cold, but I had the truck running all night with the heat. And then they actually had somebody go out and bring me food and snacks and stuff from the store. Yeah. And right there, I spent the night here in the park. 7 more blocks from the Harlem meer. Yes, indeed, Ian. Yeah, we're not going to go up to the meer today. I'm already starting to make my way south now. I'm going to make my way down the east side of the reservoir to see those blossoming trees on that side. And then we'll make our way back over to, we'll hit up back Bethesda Terrace again. Kind of cut across, see what's going on in Strawberry Fields. Yeah, love Jerry Orbach. Yeah, worked with the great Jerry Orbach right here in Central Park back in 2003. What kind of snacks? Oh, let me see. I had like a ham and cheese sandwich and stuff, and various drinks, and there was a crew of us spending the night out here in the park. And we actually had a store that we could go to that was like 24 hours that like they allowed us like to use their bathroom and stuff. So yeah, it was a nice gig. I mean, $150 a night to sleep in a van or a truck. So that's basically all we did. We just basically watched the electrical equipment. Did not even set it up. That was for the union crew. That was for the Teamsters. But whenever they film Law and Order, they like to film it up in this area because this is an area that they actually could change and make it look like anywhere in the park. I have heard of in past productions, like they recreate some smaller statues sometimes or sculptures just for the show to kind of throw people off where they are in the park. Yeah, I probably had a Twix. I could agree with that statement. Had a Twix, probably. I know I had a beer. Yeah, don't touch the union stuff. That's right, Paul. Yeah, Paul, we were not allowed to touch the wires, the transformers. I remember like all that stuff we were not allowed to touch. It was just basically, we were just a human body to sleep in a van. That's all we were. No Schaefer beer. No, I was probably drinking Heineken at the time. Probably drinking a Heineken. But I knew I had a beer or two that night. And then the call time was early. The call time was like 4 in the morning because they were technically shooting stuff for like, it was like a night scene, but it's easier to shoot the night scenes in the early morning. Really beautiful views over here though right now. No, homeless people do not sleep in the park, Colt. They actually sweep the park. So they do hire private security to manage the park overnight. And they do, every night, every evening, they do a sweep of the park to make sure there's no encampments here in the park and that nobody sleeps in the park. Technically, you're not allowed to enter Central Park 24/7. Technically, the park closes at 1 o'clock in the morning, but you can still enter it. There's no gates they close. You can't close something this large, but you can enter the park pretty much anytime you want, but You can't go into the areas that have no lights. I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend going into, let's say, the Ramble with a 300 lumen flashlight. I would not recommend doing that. Shut that fucking light off. That's what you might hear when you walk around the Ramble. Beautiful shots, yeah. Stunning shots. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for it. I was just hoping to enjoy winter a little bit more. So this is the North Meadow, or North Lawn, right here. I want to say this is the North Lawn. No, I could live stream from the Ramble right now, but not in the middle of the night. I wouldn't do that at night. It could be an experience, absolutely. I mean, we could go to the Ramble right now if you want. I don't know what type of trees these are, Colt. I'm not a good arborist. You ready for your Irish soda bread there, Missy Mus? Enjoy. Hard to find in South Florida? I'm sorry to hear that. That would make for an interesting live stream. What, to walk around the Ramble at night? You wouldn't be able to see anything. And I would not walk around the Ramble with a 300 lumen flashlight, that's for sure. We're very far north from there right now, Johnny. We're way up in the northern end of the park, so no. How many acres is the North Lawn? Random exploring, that I do not know. Touring different places. The Ramble is the most wooded area here in Central Park. It's the area just north of the lake and of Belvedere, not Belvedere, south of Belvedere Castle, and north of Bethesda Terrace. So this is called the North Meadow, and I do not know the acreage of the North Meadow. Dense woods, why would you want to go there at night? Because people are interested about it on YouTube, April. So T3283 could tell that the barks and acorns, so these are oak trees? Okay. We had pine trees on the other side of the park. That I do know. We walked through the pine-tum earlier. Here's a big outcropping of Manhattan schist. The bedrock of Manhattan Island. There you go, North Meadow, 23 acres large. We used 266 tons of gunpowder to sculpt the glacier rock here in Central Park. 266 tons of gunpowder, that is more gunpowder that was used in the Battle of Gettysburg. It is time for Dutchmans to sit down for a minute and have a drink. Any apple trees? I do not know. There are a lot of trees here in Central Park, so I really don't know. Did you see a willow? You might have, I don't know. I don't know, I'm not a good arborist. All right, let's read the quote here. William Henry Richardson, who passed away in 2018. I want to rock your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. Magnificently we float into the mystic. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Google's really good. Yeah, Google's really good. But you know, I get it. People may watch live streams and they don't get their comments answered like the way I do. You know? There are a lot of people who literally don't read comments and just wander about. And people seem to be perfectly fine with that. Van the man indeed, John. Am I walking back downtown? Yes, I am, Ian. Just got to take a little sip of my drink. Yeah, I got to walk back downtown. We're going to see the east side of the reservoir to see what trees are blossoming over there. And then we're going to continue on down. We got to make our way through Belvedere Castle, Strawberry Fields, all down that way. Colt, this was a very sparsely populated area in the 1850s. A couple of areas of inhabitation would have been Seneca Village. There was an Irish family-owned pig farm and a German family-owned rock quarry within the confines of today's Central Park. And also a part of the Croton aqueduct system, the first water system for the city of New York. Parts of that were here in what is today's Central Park. Yes, Central Park starting to bloom, Wilbs. Central Park starting to bloom. Yes, indeed. Good to see you there. Driving the Northern Line. Just taking a little bit of a break now. We've been at this for 97 minutes. And we're going to just move my legs here. We'll end up down around 72nd Street and then further on down. So, postcard shot indeed. Arjan can't decide what he wants for dinner. Well, I'll pick something out and enjoy. All right, let's continue on here. It's a good decision taking off my jacket. I'll tell you that much. That was a good decision because it feels like it's getting warmer and warmer out here. The one thing I do not like, and that is the helicopters doing the helicopter tours over the park. Oh yeah, this is a cross-town route here. You're allowed to ride a bike here. This is the 97th Street Traverse right here. So here you're allowed to ride a bike and cut across town. That's why you see all these joggers here making their way down. Oh, that sightseeing helicopter is like hovering right there, right above us. That's right, pizza's always good. Pizza's an easy call. If you gotta eat anything, that's right, if you're gonna eat anything, eat pizza. Random exploring, I'll be live streaming the Bay Ridge St. Patrick's Day Parade at the end of the month. So I probably am not gonna be on tomorrow, actually. I don't know if I'm gonna be on tomorrow. Send me a bottle of Canadian syrup, please, that'll be great. Yeah, this morning it was in the, it was cold. It was in like the 30s with a wind chill in the 20s early this morning. So I went outside like prepared for that kind of weather, and now it's really warm out. So right off in that direction there is what was the name of that hospital there? I always forget. Why am I forgetting the name of that hospital? Mount Sinai, everyone. Mount Sinai Hospital, right off there. Rouge Jones, good to see you, Rouge Jones. Welcome. Thank you to all the channel members. Thank you so much for being awesome and being members of the channel, helping me provide more high quality content for you guys. This refined image is very much thanks to all the channel members who enable me to have 2 cell phone plans. So thank you guys so much. I put a lot of the money that you guys give me via super chats and channel memberships, I turn that right back around and put it right back into the channel. Like you said, become a member of Dutch Moz Plus to get all those custom emojis. And Verizon is doing its darndest trying to get me to upgrade my phone. Having a chicken sandwich, enjoy. Yeah, known for their cancer research. There you go, Valerie. How can you tell when I'm on? Hit the notification bell, and you will be notified whenever I go live. Make sure you hit the notification bell, and to ensure that you get my notifications, check out some of my older videos. Hit the like button. Always hit the like button on the video, and you will be always informed when I go live. I don't keep a schedule, so I just kind of go on whenever I want to. So, because spontaneity is the spice of life. Have a great day touring different places. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. These pretty colors over here. My goodness, little purples. Little purples coming out over here. Wow. This is pretty nice. I like this little bit of color here. I tell you, it's such a park conservancy. They do such a great job managing this park here. Over 300 horticulturists work here year-round to maintain the park. Pretty nice. Right, always a little pleasant surprise. Right, real pretty. JC Joy's gonna have big ziti with sausage soon. Enjoy. Max, welcome Max. Good to see you, Max. Yeah, vibrant purple colors. Yes, indeed. Little bursts of color here and there. Missy Muss, I received 70% of the super chats. If you want to donate to me and have it at 100%, just donate to my PayPal, paypal.me/DutchMoz. The link is in the description below. Yeah, donate to me on PayPal. I get 100% of that. Josias, welcome. Variety is the spice of life. Good to see you there, 4D. But monotony pays the bills. It could. Good to see you, 4D. Yeah, 4D. I should just be in Times Square every day, right? Is that it? You want to talk about monotony? Let's go to Times Square every fucking day. You're more than welcome, Jazz Lady. I love the waterfalls in Central Park too, Beach. Well, we were just by one up in the Loke. Now we're beginning to make our way back south along the east side of the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. Seeing if there's any trees down here blooming. No, not Times Square. But all those channels get so many viewers. Shawnee, good to see you. What is this place? Central Park. We're right now on the east side of the we're on the east side of the reservoir. Walking south right now. Good to see you, Griff, in Vancouver, Canada. Welcome. I appreciate that, Cammie. Margie, it's because it's a place for people to have like kind of side conversations. It's not really about the broadcast. It's just more about people just talking to each other about random shit. So if you notice, Margie, next time you watch one of those live streams, look at the chat and see how the chat is being interacted with. And you'll see what I mean. John Doe, hello people, welcome. Hello people, welcome to New York City people. Nice to see things blooming indeed there, Al, good to see you. Welcome on into the show. There's not too many trees here on the east side blooming. They're all over on the west side of the park. George Rucker, it's 4:11. There you go with the time check. Thank you so much. Margie, it will. But it's really, yeah, it's really about just people talking amongst themselves. That's really all it is. There's really no meaningful interaction between the host and the audience. They're just there to talk about, you know, stuff. Which chat gets so many views? The ones where people just randomly talk to each other. Nah, I'm not going to show you guys Applebee's in Times Square, no. Why, should I hop on the train down there? Should I just tease everyone and say that I'm going to go to Times Square? Right, you like how I interact with Michelle? I appreciate that. The people who get it, get it. And I know you guys really enjoy it. You want to see more of the reservoir, Al? Or Ed Allen, good to see you, Ed. You want to see more of Times Square? You know what I could do? I'll walk, if for everyone who missed it, we'll walk over to the west side of the park again. And I'll show you guys the blossoming trees over there. And then we'll go right along the reservoir for a little bit. And we'll get some nice reservoir views. And then we'll start working our way south again. Yeah, it is beautiful light. But yeah, it could trigger your migraines if you get migraines. So wear your sunnies, kids. Wear your sunnies. Oh, look at this. We got like kids doing athletics here. You learned from me, Nebul. I appreciate that. Edgar Gonzalez, buenvenidos. We're approaching the Solomon Guggenheim Museum and also the Cooper Hewitt Museum of Architecture and Design, off here to my left-hand side. And 4D Philosophy with a $5 super chat. 4D Philosophy, thank you so much for a very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. Me and Bill Murray holding a martini want to thank you for sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much. Never been to this part of the park. Ed, you're more than welcome, Ed. This is one of my favorite spots here by the reservoir here, the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. We're now by the Cooper Hewitt the Cooper Hewitt Museum of Architecture and Design, Andrew Carnegie's house. Let me show you quickly, off in that direction, Andrew Carnegie's house right over there. And then we have over in that direction, we have the Solomon Guggenheim Museum. So, beautiful, beautiful architecture here. You appreciate that I don't fill my stream with all my travel, like from my house to where I'm gonna go and then spend 30 minutes then showing it. Yeah, I do my best. Good to see you there. Good to see you there, everyone. Welcome. But yeah, I'm not gonna, like I say, we're here for the moment. We're here to enjoy the scenery and all that good stuff. So, ooh, riding a bike in the, I have never seen that before. You're not supposed to be riding a bike in the reservoir track. But look, there it is. The Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. We're right across from the twin towers of the El Dorado Apartments. And look at this view here. You can see the cherry blossom trees across the way. Good to see you, Clayton. Look at that. Can you guys see the trees? Way off in the distance. Look how cool that is. Wow. Really pretty up here. Isn't that cool, Michelle? Real pretty. The great Faye Dunaway used to live in the El Dorado Apartments, amongst many other people. Let's show those blossoming trees one more time, and then we'll make our way down towards the southern end of the park. Yeah, we landed the flight sim right here. That's right, Lily. Remember that? We landed a plane in this. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, Leela. Ian, I don't know. I didn't watch Ghostbusters 2, so I really wouldn't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Ed, maybe. Absolutely, Roger. You know, the San Remo on the El Dorado, designed by Emery Roth. So no, they never caught the owl, RJ. We actually went up to the Loke to look for Flacco the owl, but no, he's still on the loose. He's making it a new home here in Central Park. He's making a new home here in the park. He's actually, I think he's doing quite well, considering he's 13 years old. It's a beautiful day in the park, Jay. Beautiful day in the park. Beautiful views. Look at that, beautiful. The Solomon Guggenheim Museum. Right over there. Solomon Guggenheim Museum, built in 1954, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. The entire main gallery is on a spiral ramp. One of my favorite buildings in all of New York. As we now wandering south again, we're gonna make our way over to the west side of the park again. See those blossoming trees. Glad you're enjoying the views, Sally. Beautiful views here in the park today. Yeah, Ed, this reservoir actually predates the park, Ed Allen. This reservoir was part of the Croton Aqueduct System, the first freshwater system for the city of New York. This body of water was created in 1811. Glad you're enjoying, Margie. I'm glad you're enjoying. Thank you so much for tuning in and being engaged with the content. Really do appreciate it, guys. Everyone who's engaged with the content, thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I like this, like I always say, this is a shared experience. So, how do I know how old the owl is? The Central Park Conservancy and the Central Park Zoo know how old the owl is. So, and it was the owl's birthday the other day. Like 2 days ago, it was Flacco the owl's birthday. So I kind of lost. We're looking towards the west, the El Dorado, so that's the west. Looking towards the east, 5th Avenue, Solomon Guggenheim Museum, so East River, east. We're looking south in this direction here, and behind me is looking north. Manzir, good to see you. So we're on the east side of the park, kind of looking towards the west when we look off in that direction. We're now just north of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, right down over there behind those trees. Technically the only building built within the confines of Central Park. But a lot of bird watching people have been keeping tabs of Flacco as he's been making his flights here in Central Park. So I'm staying mostly in the northern end of the park here. And I always check in with the Manhattan Bird Alert on Twitter. Literally the only thing I keep up with on Twitter now. And they keep good tabs of Flacco. They kept also tags of the Mandarin duck when it was here a few years back. Which, by the way, check out those replays if you want to see the infamous Mandarin duck. I miss that little guy. I miss the Mandarin duck. Well, look at this, the beautiful Jacqueline K. Onassis Reservoir. Without Jackie O, we would not have our modern day landmarks laws that we do today. Thanks to Jackie O, we still have Grand Central Station. Yeah, literally the best possible use of Twitter, Strawberry. You know, Gregory, I'm kind of 50-50 about Flacco. I'm happy he escaped. I'm happy he's living a good life here in Central Park. But, you know, I don't know about the people who released him. I don't know how I feel about that. But did the Mandarin duck passed away? I don't know. We don't know what happened to the Mandarin duck, to be honest. Nobody really knows what happened to the duck. We don't know if it passed away. We don't know if it if it flew away. Who knows? Somebody almost walked into me, guys. So we got people literally not watching where they're walking. Wow, tourists just stare. Wow, these tourists just stare, man. I feel like I got two heads. I feel like I'm like Flacco the owl. I feel like I'm a Flacco the owl. You remember the Mandarin duck stream? Those are some great live streams. It didn't look real. It was like a little toy. You prefer Daffy Duck? Yeah. Well, Gus, last time I checked Twitter, he was in the Loke. So he was in the northern end of the park. So we were just up there just now, so by the North Woods. He's also been by Riverside, Morningside Park, and he evidently frequents a construction site up here in the Upper West Side. Beautiful view, right? Yeah, there are way too many tourists. I have a moving audience here, so I'm just gonna fuck with them. You wanna be Jackie? Absolutely, me too, Lena. Wanna wear those big, thick glass sunglasses. Yep, St. Patrick's Day always brings the tourists. Saw a movie called Turtle Diary. Really? Oh, interesting, Gregory. I'm gonna have to check that out. Gotta have to check that out. So now we're traversing the park. We're going from the east side of the park to the west side of the park. We're now just north of the 86th Street Traverse. And also we're right near the Central Park Police Precinct. Question, didn't they put a GPS on the Mandarin duck? No, they did. No, they did not. I like Twitter. No, I do not like Twitter. I only like using Twitter to find out where birds are. You think Jackie O has such a hard life? Yeah, no. It is what it is, Strawberry. Pretty out here. So you can see the Central Park precinct right down there. Central Park does have its own police precinct, and it's right down over there. Lucinda's watching from Harlem, Texas. Good to see you. Lucinda, welcome to Central Park. Welcome to the Jacqueline K. Onassis Reservoir. But we're now going from the east side of the park to the west side of the park. Going to show you those blossoming trees one more time before we begin to make our way south. I think we'll do a little bit of the ramble. We'll see, we'll check out the Shakespeare Garden. We'll see Belvedere Castle. We'll make our way back down towards Bethesda Terrace.
Anyway, he was one of the leads.
And we are really kind of just rambling about here. Lynette Jackson, welcome to the show. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone's doing good. As we make our way closer and closer to the Twin Towers of the El Dorado Apartments, my two favorite residents in the El Dorado were Groucho Marx and Marilyn Monroe.
Well, he's right out.
Good to see you, Colleen. Welcome. I usually never walk this pathway when I do the live stream, so we're definitely changing it up a little bit. I think I'm going to end over by the Apple store, so I can be able to use the bathroom there and then hop on my N train to go back to Coney. Getting closer and closer to those beautiful blossoming trees. Little blossoms along the way here, though. Little blossoms along. Kind of the light catches that. Wow, that's cool. Really pretty. Oh, Central Park. You so crazy. Absolutely, Gus. Have to agree. Beautiful day for a stroll. Yeah, enjoyable change indeed. Caremax, I'm glad you're enjoying the lovely views. It's really pretty out here. Yeah, reservoir is pretty big, Ed. This used to supply all of Manhattan, you know, all of New York City, you know, when New York City was just Manhattan. This was its source of drinking water. You had the Crowan Aquifer some 90 miles to the north. And then it comes down using gravity in a fairly large pipe made out of bricks, comes into this body of water here. And then there were two other receiving reservoirs, one where the Great Lawn is today, and then another one further south on 42nd Street where the New York Public Library main branch is. So quite a big body of water to supply New York City with all of its water features. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, you stuck in bed? Oh my goodness, William, speedy recovery with the back issue. Speedy recovery with the back issue. I know having back issues is not the best thing. I am very lucky to be nice and vertical. Yeah, I think the perimeter is 1.5 miles. Yeah, that's why joggers like using it, photos. Yeah, it's like really easy to kind of guesstimate how long you've ran. We're getting closer and closer to those trees over there. And I'm gonna do a dramatic. I'm gonna walk up to 90th, and then cut back down. And then we'll just walk into the sun here.
Too much attention. Oh, wanted attention.
Yeah, sunset 7:04 tonight. I will not be on until sunset. I'm so sorry to hear that, Millard. Speedy recovery to you and your husband. Good to see you, Norm, in Bangor, Pennsylvania. Happy Thursday, Mary Lily, welcome. Good afternoon. I'm gonna go to the next. One more entrance and exit, then we're gonna start making our way south here. This is the way you saw Elliot Spitzer a few years ago. Nice. Maybe, William, maybe. We still got a few more weeks until I could confidently say it could still snow, but we're quickly running out of time. And the weather forecast for the next week and a half, very warm. So yeah, look at how pretty these are, guys. Look at this. Already coming. Ooh, we got some birders here. Oh, is Flacco around? Maybe Flacco's around. This is good exercise for you, Andrew, you're right. Let me do all the walking for you. Who is Elliot Spitzer? He is a politician here in New York City. What was he? Wasn't he the comptroller or something like that? I forget. I forget what Elliot Spitzer was, but he was a politician here in New York. Jason Andreas, welcome. I think next year you'll get. I hope we get some snow. I'm hoping for that. Beautiful view of the El Dorado. West off to my left-hand side. As we look towards the east, we can see the Solomon Guggenheim Museum, amongst many other buildings. Beautiful views here in Central Park. And because it's not cold, my microphone batteries are lasting really good. Cold down there in Texas, Lucinda. Turn on the heat. Gonna go to the next little entrance exit area, and then we're gonna make our way back south again. We're once again going north. We kind of paralleled this pathway a little bit earlier, but I want a dramatic last walkthrough of the blossoms before we continue back south again. Like I said, part of the whole telling of a story when we come out here. And Millard Thompson just became a member of Dutch Moz Plus. Thank you so much, Millard. Please enjoy the custom emojis. And thank you so much for having faith in me as a content creator that you're willing to part with $5 a month. Thank you so much for being a member of the channel. Appreciate it.
I said the right thing.
All 5 of the things are big.
Wow, real pretty out here today. Real nice views here in Central Park. We're gonna get some last parting shots here of the blossoming trees here on the west side of the park, and then make our way back down towards the city. Real pretty out here, guys. Wow. Wow. Look at these views here today, guys. Wow. It's unbelievable here today. And it feels like it's just getting warmer and warmer and warmer. Plast, good to see you. Welcome on into the show. Yeah, I don't think I could get into running myself. I would like to get into running, but I don't think I could do it. Then again, I think if my wife trains me properly, I think I can. She's the marathon runner in the family. Ooh, this is ballsy to bring bikes up here. I'm surprised nobody is. Wow, they're just taking over the pathway. This la-di-da. It's their park. Now look at that, 56 degrees. I think we started out at maybe like 52. I know this morning it was like in the upper 30s. Hello, welcome back, Ramona. Welcome back. Just in time for our second walk through the main area of the blossoming trees here. Yeah, no, it is really healthy. Yeah, I know. Just got to find the right shoe. I meet some pretty awesome people, William. The people who were on my tour this morning were pretty awesome. And it was fun. Walking is just as good, though. I know I could walk the marathon. I know I could walk the New York City Marathon. Like, if anyone wants to sponsor me in next year's or this year's marathon, please help me out. I would love to live stream the marathon. I would love to walk the entire course. That I know I could do. That I know I could do in like, I think I could walk the marathon course in like 6 hours. I know I could do that. And if somebody would sponsor me to get into the marathon, I would totally do that. But it's a little tough for me as a native New Yorker to get into the marathon. I got to do a lot of qualifying runs, become a member of the New York Road Runners Club. It's a whole process. And yeah, walk the marathon, yeah. Elise, welcome. Look at this beautiful shot here. Wow, so pretty. This is the main area here. Oh, we got an Instagram dog over there? I think we got an Instagram dog over there. Anders, good to see you. From Denmark, welcome. Look at how the petals.
He's still looking. He is looking.
Look at how the petals have filled in here. How did I get into this line of work? Well, 4D philosophy, my YouTube channel, I would not consider work. It's more of like my diary. And I've been a New York City tour guide professionally for 10 years. And I do lead tours over Brooklyn Bridge, Central Park, Coney Island. And I've been a professional tour guide for 10 years. I wanted to get out of the corporate world, if you will. And yeah, I could never work in an office ever again. But I got into this line of work because I love New York City. I love showing off New York. And what better way to show off New York than through a virtual tour? I know a lot of people out today, Douglas. Oh yeah. It's popular out here today. It's popular. Everybody's out, especially by these trees here. Everyone saw on Instagram that these trees are blossoming. You love my resume, Douglas? Thank you so much. But I love showing New York, and Doing it here on YouTube is pretty cool. Keeps my brain fresh. But I should have live streamed a lot more during the pandemic. That's what I'm realizing now. I kind of eased up on the live streaming for a little bit. I should have went all in on it. I appreciate that, Lino. Lino, thanks for watching. Thanks for being an engaged viewer. Douglas, you're more than welcome, Douglas. Stay tuned because the best is yet to come. A lot of people, a lot of professional photographers out here taking pictures with people. A lot of people making a little bit of cash here today, which is nice. These trees are gorgeous though. It's kind of crazy that they're already out. You're more than welcome, Jeanette. I should have been out more in the pandemic. I should have been out a little bit more. It's so pretty out here. Everyone's taking advantage of the trees. Almost 5 o'clock, George. There you go with the time check. Let's continue on. Girl on the curl, welcome. Real pretty. Can't remember the first time you watched me. That was a long time ago, Nibble. Why do I say what? The best is yet to come? Is that the question, Karamax? I mean, I'm always trying to push the horizons when I do these live streams. Santa Claus is in the house. Aloha, Santa Claus. Santa Claus clearly vacationing in Hawaii. I sound tired. It's the filtering of the comments, Phyllis. It's getting. The filtering of the comments is getting is tiring me out a little bit. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Gus. Much appreciated. But yeah, I did get up early. Yeah, I have been up since 6:30. I left the house at 7:30. I did a bicycle tour over the bridges this morning with 10 people. And now we've been walking in Central Park for 2 hours and 16 minutes. Oh, why should I say? Because you know what happened, Karamax? The reason why I say I should have been on more during the pandemic is because a lot of people did some very mundane stuff outside and garnered a lot of viewers because not a lot of people were out. So I should have went a little bit more hard. You know, leading up to the pandemic, you know, I was on the verge of being like sponsored by somebody. And so I was a little bit lazy with my approach to YouTube. Now, since I'm right on the verge of really garnering a large audience, I knew that if I would have put in that work during the pandemic, that I would have been reaping the results of that now. There's quite a lot of subpar content that gets a lot of views, and I'm very surprised about that, but it's because they were on all the time during the pandemic. So I appreciate that, Douglas. Thank you so much. You was in school then? I was in school then. This YouTube channel's been going on a long time. Valerie, we talk about American history on this channel all the time. I always talk about areas that played vital roles during the Revolutionary War. You should check out my replays, Valerie. You wouldn't be saying that if you didn't know what I did. So, Valerie, check out my replays. We always talk about revolutionary history, and I show you Revolutionary War sites here on this channel. I'm always featured on Channel 11. Me and Greg Mocker talk all the time. I'm also on Channel 11 all the damn time, it seems, too. Like I said, I'm an urban legend. But how many times have we shown Revolutionary War battle sites? I mean, we go to Battle Hill. I'm the only live streamer who goes regularly to Greenwood Cemetery to show you Battle Hill. I mean, for goodness sake. But I know sometimes people get me mixed up with these other live streamers. I don't know how, but anyway. Anyway. Yeah, no, strawberry. Yeah. Anyway. Making our way, we have a Summit Rock right over here. This is the area where Seneca Village was in this area here. We're now going to make our way down the big hill, and we're going to make our way to the Shakespeare Garden. I appreciate that, Roger. Absolutely, Caramax. I appreciate that. Awesome. Enjoy dinner, RJ. Or JC. JC. Enjoy dinner, JC. Absolutely, Din Din. Yeah, got to check those out, photos. Quite beautiful architecture down there. And we'll be going back to Staten Island really soon because I know there's going to be some trees blossoming out in the Snug Harbor. PS9, PS9. I guess they're PS9. We're approaching 81st Street, everyone. Not that far from me off in that direction is the Natural History Museum. Also the Colonnade Apartments right over here. That's where Diana Ross lives, or used to live. My Mia, welcome on into the show. And Nibble doing his best to try to educate. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, Nibble. Good luck with that. Purple Queen, welcome. I appreciate that, Douglas. Thank you so much, Gus. That's right. Check out the replays. You never know what you're going to find. Philosophy. I actually met, what's his name? He's my inspiration for the philosophy. The great Timothy Speed Levitch. The Cruise, a movie made, what, 1989, 1990, right? Was it? No, 1998, The Cruise. And if the truth annoys me, then okay. Valerie, I would love to entertain your nonsensical comments, but it's enough. It's enough, Valerie. We're done. We're done, Valerie. We're done. We're done, Valerie. Please understand that sarcasm doesn't work too well in text form. But anyway. Missed me in Queens the other day, Purple Queen. Purple Queen, I'll be going back to Queens. Maybe next week. Those trees are going to be blossoming. Ah, awesome, JJ. Thanks for following me for a year. Appreciate it. I did even give you guys a history of Times Square. Yes, I did. Learned some history today about Seneca Village and Jackie O. Absolutely. Tyler Silver, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. Okay. Girl in the curl, I don't know what you're getting at with that comment. 56 degrees in Midtown Manhattan right now. Yes, indeed, Marty. Nice and warm out here. Off in this direction, the George Delacorte Theater. The Delacorte Theater, created in 1962, I believe. We're going to continue on down to the Swedish Cottage and go behind the Swedish Cottage and go up into the Shakespeare Garden. And then after that, we're going to see Belvedere Castle. There you go, Jamie the Rooster. There you go. This is the infamous spot where Bono from U2 had his really bad bicycle accident. Right about here. Well, Nabul, it's over, so we have closed the book on that chapter. Joseph's watching from Glendale. Welcome. $4D, you're more than welcome. $4D, I do kind of like sometimes pre-plan like how I'm gonna walk. Today in Central Park, I'm kind of like creating like, we're going through the different sections of the park here, so we're kind of using it as Olmsted and Vox envisioned us to be using the park in, or as. So we kind of go through the different landscapes and we see different parts and we kind of loop around. So that's what we're doing today. Coming up next, we're going to go past Shakespeare Garden, make our way up to Belvedere Castle. Then we're going to go through the Ramble. Scared you won't be able to keep up with the tour? Hey, it happens. Anyway. The Swedish Cottage, everyone, right over here. The Swedish Cottage is a prefabricated schoolhouse built for the Philadelphia Exposition of 1876. Calvert Vaux saw this on display at that World's Fair and said, I have to have it for Central Park. And then it came out here. So today this is the Marionette Theater. This is New York City Parks Department's home of their puppetry division is right here. Yeah, it's a Swedish Cottage Marionette Theater. A prefabricated schoolhouse. As we now wander into Shakespeare Garden, not too much going on up in Shakespeare Garden this afternoon. So we're going to kind of go around it and then make our way up to Belvedere Castle. You'll pay for the private tour. All right, girl on the girl. All right. Yeah, it's from the Philadelphia Exposition of 1876. Prefabricated schoolhouse. That's right, Nebul. That's right. Beautiful little walk here through Shakespeare Garden. As we make our way up towards Belvedere Castle here in Vista Rock. Got to get a beautiful view of the Great Lawn in a moment here. Working out my legs here. Working out my hammies, as my wife would call it. Working out my hammies. Here it is, Belvedere Castle. Designed by Calvert Vaux in 1872.
Who would essentially be our partner, and I guess they'll be fund manager.
One of the highest areas in the park. Again, Belvedere Castle created from Manhattan schist, the bedrock of Manhattan Island. April, I have taken thousands of people through this park, so all kind of memorized it all. Let's take this in. We made it to Vista Rock. Off to my left-hand side is the Delacorte Theater, where we have Shakespeare in the park. And then off in the distance, we actually walked right down that path. There is the Great Lawn. No need to put the date in the chat because there's a clock that comes up in the chat every 15 minutes.
Oh, down there, that's part of pond. I think this is a smaller pond than that big lake on the road.
Look at the duck.
The thing is, the weather is too nice to go indoors. Like, I kind of like to walk around. And also, like, for example, if I want to hang out with them, I like to see them and talk to them. Show them my work.
Okay, we're now going to make our way down into the Ramble, the most wooded area of the park. If you ever want to know where the weather forecast here in New York City is actually measured, it's right here, right over there is the modern weather station. We have been collecting weather data here at Belvedere Castle since 1865, and this is the new modern weather gathering equipment here. This is placed here in the 1960s. And as you see, it's covered by trees, so thus the wind meter is completely useless. We get wind from different areas, different sources here in Manhattan Island. Somebody asked how much it is to maintain Central Park. It costs $84 million to maintain Central Park every year, $84 million. Over 300 horticulturists maintain the park throughout the entire year. And that is all thanks to the Central Park Conservancy. The Central Park Conservancy came into existence in 1980 when the park was in terrible condition. So they are the ones who manage the park. The city of New York basically only provides funding to the paving of the main drive, the main loop drive here in the park. So they're the only ones who really manage that. Everything else is through Central Park Conservancy. Central Park Conservancy gathers most of its money from fees, like filming fees. Whenever TV shows and movies film, they have to donate to the Conservancy for the maintenance of the park. They also do have private events here in the park also. Welcome to the most wooded area here in Central Park. This is the Ramble. The Ramble has very few street lights, if any. That's why I don't recommend coming here at night. And don't think you're going to walk around here with a 300 lumen flashlight and think you're going to be just fine, because you won't. Somebody will probably yell at you to shut that fucking flashlight off. Bianca, some of the most beautiful structures here in the park. Yeah, it's going to be nice, Cammie. We got some nice weather coming up the next week. But now we are making our way to Bow Bridge right now. That's where we are going next. Well, you know what, Din, to be honest, Central Park probably has never looked this good in its entire history. When the city had control of the park, it's kind of hard to manage something like this. This is very, very complicated. So now, thanks to the Central Park Conservancy, the park is meticulously maintained. It's pretty nice. But yeah, you need a permit to do commercial shoots, photo shoots, movie shoots, TV show, shoots. Basically, the rule is that if you got to put down a tripod, you need a permit.
Yeah, and like
That's basically the rule. But the fees are rather nominal depending on the size of your production. So they're very accommodating. And obviously, if you're like a student movie producer or anything like that, you don't necessarily need a permit. So they're kind of lenient on that. But like if you're gonna come in here with like heavy vehicles and stuff like that, or set up lights, then you need a permit. Good to see you, Monica. Welcome from Italy. Buongiorno, Italy. And good to see you, Scott Caravan. Welcome. Beautiful afternoon for a walk indeed. The Ramble is a meeting place to a certain extent, yeah, where people kind of ramble about together. The Ramble is a place for lovers. I was hoping to walk through here with snow and ice, and we did not get any of that this year. We did not get any of that. The twin towers of the San Remo apartments off to our right-hand side. We're now just by Oak Bridge. Oak Bridge is off in that direction there. We're gonna kind of follow this pathway here to go to Bow Bridge. We'll walk over Bow Bridge and then back towards Bethesda Terrace and the Angel of the Waters fountain. You know, when I was a gatekeeper in 2005, I kind of memorized the park, so I have little tricks I know where I could kind of ramble about the park and not know exactly where I'm going, but end up at where I want to go. It's hard to describe, but I have kind of memorized this beautiful place. And if I give away all my secrets, I'll be probably out of a job. All the best tour guides know how to use Central Park. There are certain aspects of the park you could focus on. I focus on the engineering behind the side of the park, but there are a lot of people who come here for bird tours and nature tours and whatnot. Why does your screen go black occasionally while watching the broadcast? Free to laugh now. That is a glitch in the YouTube app there. You might need to download the app there. I was having that problem too, free to laugh now. I was having that problem too. It's a little glitch in the app. Yeah, Ryan Hall, yeah, I know. He's great. He's a great weather guy. It is pretty. You know, Marty, that's the whole reasoning behind Central Park. You can come here at any time of the year, and it's beautiful any time of the year. A lot of the trees are beginning to bud, Maya. We saw some trees blossoming in the northern end of the park. But the cityscape, right? Quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. Oh, free to laugh now, yeah. Oh, these guys are riding their bikes in the Ramble. You're not supposed to ride bikes on these pathways. Yeah, wasn't that cool there, Cammy? Look at these shots here. These are pretty. Real pretty shots. I swear to God, a tourist is going to get punched in the face if they keep on staring at me like that. The tourist just looked at me with such disgust just now. Doesn't he know I'm from Brooklyn? Anyway, good to see you, Diana Marie. Welcome. I'm feeling wonderful these days. I'm feeling wonderful. And Andrew, привет, Andrew, привет. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, did I remember your name? Andrew, right?
But then, like, on day, like...
And yeah, now we're broadcasting at 1080. So real nice image quality coming through. I need a bodyguard, yeah. Yeah, the tourists have been in rare form today. They've been extra starey. Good to see you, Sarah Banis, welcome. As we come on to the Bow Bridge, the Bow Bridge is a cast iron and wood bridge designed by Calvert Vaux in 1859. One of the most romantic bridges in all of New York City. How many movies, how many romantic comedies have been filmed on the Bow Bridge? Even cartoons recreated the Bow Bridge. And here it is, the Bow Bridge. And this will take us right back. Actually, let's go to, from the Bow Bridge, let's go to Strawberry Fields, and then we'll come back to Bethesda Terrace. Yeah, I know, Cammy. I could always say that, Cammy. You're right. Look at this beautifully restored structure here. Absolutely wonderful. Ah, yes. Bow Bridge. As we look across the western end of the lake, the building with the 3 points in it, that's the Dakota. We have the Majestic Apartments right there, the San Remo right over there. Leela, absolutely, Leela. I kind of wish my wife was here to take pictures in the blooms. But my wife would always put people in check. How big is Central Park? 843 acres or 341 hectares large. Ed, you could always watch the replay if you got to get back to work, Ed. You can always get back to work. You can always watch the replay if you need to get back to work. But it is interesting, though, seeing all the life here in the park today. Where are all the turtles? I haven't seen any turtles yet today, but they're around, girl on the curl. They're around. If I see any turtles, I'll point them out. We were by Turtle Pond earlier. I didn't see any turtles in the Turtle Pond.
Can we get some
That's
poggers
right.
in the chat?
Who?
Some poggers?
What's Pog? What's Pogs, man?
In the chat. You're live streaming, right?
Pogs? What's Pogs?
Poggers.
What are Poggers?
Bro, you're live streaming, right?
Yeah. What, is that a Twitch thing?
Yeah, you're not live streaming on Twitch?
YouTube, man. What? I'm not 12. I'm not playing Roblox.
That's fair.
I'm not playing Roblox, bro. Or Fortnite.
Fair enough.
Pogs.
Fair enough.
I have an AARP audience. You know that, right? They have more discretional income. You know that. Enjoy the park, man. Anyway. Goddamn Twitch there. We break copyright on Twitch, right, guys? We break copyright on Twitch. We do our fake little radio show, the most interactive live stream on the internet. Don't they know I'm an OG? Bloody fucking hell. Don't even know. When I started live streaming, nobody knew what the fuck it was. And now people think it's just walking around. Ugh, anyway, unbelievable, right? Get out of the city, right? Like Larry Botocamus used to say. Yes, your honorary ARP. Bonjour, bienvenue. Bonjour, bienvenue. He might be a New Yorker, who knows? What are they called? Ticks? Or bits. They have bits on. That's the only one I know. They have bits on Twitch. But I don't know Pogs. I think of Pogs, I think of the game from the 90s. Who remembers Pogs from the 90s? Shaman Zito, welcome. Dennis Ryan, you're shaking your head at the clown. People. Bonsoir, bienvenue. Am I near the... Are you saying if I'm near the World Trade Center? No, we're in Central Park. We're pretty far away from Lower Manhattan. Anyway. Right, did you love Pogs in the 90s, Shar? Oh, the simpler time. Just give us round pieces of cardboard and we were happy campers. How did you... I still don't even know how you play Pogs. What, you like throw them down or something like that? Flip them? I don't know. They're morons. Anyway. Right? Pogs are the 90s. Good day, Seeker Pags. right? Because let's bring back cassette singles and CD players and anyway. Can I say hi to you? Hello there, Gustavo. I said hi to you earlier. Welcome. Hey, neighbor pigs. I was playing my Simpsons pie game. I do have lots of energy, Marge. Yes, I do. I'm contractually obligated to have a lot of energy. I thought that's what he said too, Shar. Shar, exactly. We're showing our age. I thought he was saying the same thing. I thought he was saying the same thing. Pretty horse and carriage, yes indeed. We're making our way to Strawberry Fields, everyone. I know, where's my pill organizer? Where's my pill organizer, damn it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Anyway. Yeah, OG baby boomer in the house. That's right. That's right, Douglas. I would like to take a ride on it, Bianca, but to ride a horse carriage is pretty expensive. A boss, yes, sunny indeed. Welcome. Sunny in New York. I know, right? Yeah, sure. Sure, I don't think I ever bought Pogs. I just ended up having them. Like they gave them away in cereal boxes. Yeah. You love your pill organizer, Ed? Yeah, it makes life a little convenient. Incredible city indeed. Here's the statue of Daniel Webster here. He was a state senator of New Hampshire during the Civil War. He advocated for the union of North and South. Back from the walk with the kiddo by the East River. It is lovely out, Sean. Sean, really nice weather out here. And as I smell it, great weather to smoke weed in, evidently. Very pungent. Bloody hell. Catch a secondhand buzz off that. Bloody hell. Remember Tide Pods growing up? That's a new thing. That's a new thing. As we walk into Strawberry Fields, 151 countries recognize Strawberry Fields as an international peace garden. Strawberry 5th birthday, October 9th, 1985. Yeah, definitely a spring field there, Sean. Definitely a spring field. Michelle King, good to see you. Welcome. We're going to see the dedication plaque, and then we'll see the Imagine mosaic, and then we'll make our way back over to Bethesda Terrace. But a little bit earlier in the stream, we went by the blossoming tree area over by the reservoir, but here is the dedication plaque of Strawberry Fields right here. Look at all these countries here. More if you look close. All right.
That was yesterday, bro.
So now we're going to walk into the main area of Strawberry Fields, and that's going to be the Imagine mosaic. The Imagine mosaic, a gift from the city of Naples, Italy to the city of New York. The black and white tiles make a simple mosaic that say Imagine, and the black and white tiles are made from clay from Mount Vesuvius at Pompeii. I'm going to be quiet, and you guys just take in the scene here at Strawberry Fields. Off in the background of Dakota Apartments, where John Lennon and Yoko Ono used to live, and Yoko's moving up north, and no doubt her son is going to take over the apartment.
I haven't even used a pick. I've been picking. And now my jack goes out, so. Thank you. Come up, you gotta take a business card. Okay? I have an album now, just released. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all that stuff. It's fun when I come home and see Alexa play Michael G. Potter.
Musician working the crowd here. Good to see you, Shawnee B. Yoko Ono moving back upstate to a farm. And I heard that she's not going to sell her apartment, but her son Sean will most likely take over it. He mostly lives in the apartment whenever he's in New York. And their apartment is right there. And I'll tell you my Yoko Ono story. I'll recreate my Yoko Ono story. I finished my walking tour right here in front of the Dakota. And it was a cold February day, snow on the ground, and I walked down the pathway right here. I walked down the pathway here, and I was walking up right behind her. Didn't even realize. I said, "Oh, you're Yoko Ono." And she goes, "Isn't the park look beautiful in the snow?" And then we just literally, for like 20 minutes, we walked down this pathway here very slowly, and we literally just talked about how nice the park looks in the snow. That's literally what we did. And it was wonderful. Ange, good to see you. Don't you ever think Yoko's looking at me? Yes, Ange, all the time. Especially when it's John Lennon's birthday. I know she puts a candle in the window for his birthday and on December 8th. So, but I do think that, Ange, yeah. Yeah, no, Cammy, it was like a really nice moment because like the park was like really empty, but it was gorgeous. It was like the sun was out, but there was snow everywhere. And that's literally, and it was like, didn't take a picture. You know, I could have took a picture with my iPhone 4, you know, didn't take a picture, no selfie. But she was a very soft-spoken woman. Such a nice human being. You do all the time too, Ange? Yeah. Everyone follow Yo Ange, great live streamer from the Upper West Side. Good to see you, Ange. Good to see you, Frant. Welcome. We're making our way back towards Bethesda Terrace. Make our way back to the Angel of the Waters fountain. They got a lot of fencing up here for this Sunday's New York City half marathon. That's right, Ange. Us real New Yorkers don't take pictures with celebrities. We just have it in our brains. Like that time Sting knocked me down when he was jogging. I had my phone in my hand, and he knocked me down. I was covered in his sweat, and I'm like, I'm not gonna take a picture. But I said, "Oh shit, you're Sting." And then he looked at me, and he just bolted down Central Park West. It was amazing. It's an amazing morning. Yeah, that's the difference between like New Yorkers and like people who are relatively new here. Okay, let's see where this guy's gonna go. I'm just gonna walk right down the path here. It's a wonderful story. Alina, it was a wonderful moment. I'm very lucky to have experienced that. We have now looped around, and now we're making our way back towards Bethesda Terrace. We're gonna go kind of against the bicycle traffic here. It's kind of nuts right here, so I really gotta keep my head on a swivel. You know, Ange, I could have sold my work shirt for money. I remember the guests I had on my tour were impressed that I had like Sting's sweat all over me. It was all messed up. But anyway, gentlemen, we started way down here in Grand Army Plaza. We kind of made our way we kind of made our way all the way up through here, a little bit down through here. Yellow, made our way across through the Pinetum, and I have an audience, so let's keep moving. We have an audience of people who want to watch me play with the map. Needless to say, we've been around a lot of the park today, and the tourists are in rare form today with their annoyingness. Anyway, I just had a whole audience behind me as I pointed out the map. Anyway. Really? Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, we're making our way back towards Angel. Gonna make our way back towards Angel. Back down across the mall. And I think we're gonna make our way back towards, yes, I'm gonna make my way back towards Grand Army Plaza. No, Shar, I think half of the time they think the camera's on, like, turned around on me, which is just weird. Because if it was turned around to me, y'all would be seeing my chin. Anyway, they're in rare form today. They're in rare form. But they're always, when the weather gets nice, this is when the real stupidity comes out. As we continue on, we have certainly covered a lot of the park today. I guess the only part we really haven't seen today is the Harlem Meer. We haven't gone up, we didn't go all the way up there. We came close, and we also didn't see the conservatory garden today, because I know not too much is blooming up there. You're more than welcome, Colleen. Towers of Billionaires Row, right over there. Making our way back out towards the mall, where it sounds like it's a party over there. Oh, we got a musician over by Cherry Hill, it sounds like. Huh. Always something going on here in the park. It's a big party going on by the Namberg Band Show. Yeah, definitely the party tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day there, Ange. Ange, are you covering the parade? Because everyone, if Ange is covering the St. Patrick's Day parade, then everyone check out Yo Ange tomorrow. What's it, tomorrow morning / afternoon. St. Patrick's Day parade along 5th Avenue tomorrow. I will not be there. I'll be covering the St. Patrick's Day parade in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn later on this month. Might be the roller skaters. I think it is the roller skaters. They're playing like disco music. Oh, then look, everyone, Ange is covering the parade. So everyone check out Yo Ange. She's covering the parade tomorrow. Starts at 11 a.m., so tune on in. Make sure your notification bell's turned on for Ange and Joe. They will no doubt have lots of wacky hijinks along 5th Avenue in honor of St. Patrick's Day. Good to see you there, Robinson Lopez. Welcome. Arjan's back. Welcome back. All right, we're back. Yeah, watch Ange. Don't restream Ange. Yes, that is true. Yeah, as somebody who's restreaming Ange as of late, please don't restream people's live streams from your monitor, especially while playing various video games and stuff like that. Don't do that. That's not cool. Yeah, Nabul, you see that? It's ridiculous. Ooh, a little bit of whiskey. Nice. Yeah, get a little bit of whiskey going. That'll be nice.
That's crazy.
All right. Yeah, people are restreaming you, Ange. Ange, if you want, I could send you a link on Instagram. He's restreamed you a lot of times, actually. Yeah, I gotta send you the link, Ange. Luckily, nobody's really watching it, but it's still crazy disrespectful. As we look at the Angel of the Waters fountain here at Bethesda Terrace. Yes, he was, Nebel.
This is where you release your turtles?
This is where I release my turtles. She releases the turtles in Central Park. That's actually legal, so don't.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to send you the link, Ange. Yeah, he was in the chat earlier. Yeah. People are crazy. You're more than welcome there. Cold in Vermont. Stay warm out there, Millard, out there in Vermont. Is this Ghostbuster Park? We're not that far from 55 Central Park West. That's over on the west side of the park. You know, I thought I was going to go to Tavern on the Green. I'm not going to hit up Tavern on the Green today. As we walk down the only straight pathway in all of Central Park, we're back at the mall again. Ghostbusters building is like right over there. And I thought I was going to go to Tavern on the Green today, but maybe next time. But yeah, the skateboarders are out. I like to think of in the movie Hair, the big scene that takes place right here in the mall. That's like an epic scene. Skating in the park. Skating in the park. They're skating in the park. And dancing in the park. Dancing in the park. What do you got? I got a whole DJ setup going. It's like a movie set out here, people. He's not feeling the moon. The dog's not feeling the music. So you just get a DJ going, and that's all you need, kids. Get the magic of the park. As we ramble, we're going back to the city, everyone. We did our trip through the woods. It's time to go back to the reality of our lives, back in the city. Making our way back down towards 5th Avenue and 59th Streets. Oh, and you sent the link. Nebul, you sent Ange the link. Okay, awesome. Beautiful, happy people indeed here in the park. I guess we'll go out towards, let's go out by Balto. Let's go out by Balto and make our way down over that yonder's exit through the zoo. And then we'll come back out into Grand Army Plaza. And then I'm gonna go to the Apple store to use the bathroom, because that's all I use the Apple store for. I bought enough Apple products, I think I could use their bathroom. That sun getting lower in the sky. And I can't believe we have been at it now for 3 hours. We have been at this for 3 hours, people.
File them at the Board of Elections.
Really, Nibble? That's crazy. Nibble, that's crazy. Yeah, sunset at 7:04. I'm not going to be on that long. That will mean me being on for 5 hours. I'm not doing that. Xander Jellybean, good to see you. Sebastian, welcome on into the show. Making our way back out towards 5th Avenue now, 59th Street. We'll say hi to Balto really quick. Make our way through the zoo. And then we'll exit back out by 60th Street and Grand Army Plaza. William Sherman. The statue of William Sherman being led to victory by the allegorical figure of peace. Almost natural New Year's. There you go. Welcome. Let's make our way over. Let's say hi to Balto really quick. Let's say hi to Balto.
bullshit. It was not fucking
Yeah, no, Indians, yeah. Indians. I basically build up a whole documentation of it. And then, depending on how I feel about the person, I may either troll them or just flat out report them.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
So, but on our way to Balto, people. We're on our way to Balto to celebrate the indomitable spirit of the sled dog. One of my favorite statues here in the park. Here's the wonderful Willowdale Arch, where there is a fantastic photo of all the head engineers and Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux standing above this archway right here. And handling it now. Okay, good. Thane McCrae, you're more than welcome. Lino, there's actually a really good Instagram account called Got2Go NYC, and you can learn about all the public bathrooms here in the city. Kirk, good to see you. Welcome. But Got2Go NYC. Photos. It's all about how the algorithm picks it up. So if you're restreaming your monitor, which this person was doing, and also playing games. This person was also playing games with the monitor, in front of the monitor. It kind of throws off the algorithm. But here's Balto the sled dog, right here. To the indomitable spirit of the sled dog. Here's Balto, everyone. In the winter of 1925, Balto the sled dog was the final dog in a 32-dog sled dog team that delivered the antidote to diphtheria to the children of Nome, Alaska. It saved 220 children's lives. A local civic organization had the money put together, raised the funds for this statue, and when they unveiled it, Balto was here. He was standing right here. The film is here on YouTube, but he was right here when they unveiled his statue. Ooh, they're doing a sled dog race in Norway. 1,200 kilometers. Wow, that's pretty cool there, Room. You gotta check that out. I'm a big fan of the Iditarod. The Iditarod race up in Alaska there is pretty amazing.
This guy wants a lesson.
Ooh, the bells of the Delacour clock are ringing right now. You hear the Delacour clock? Delacour clock is ringing. Who could hear the Delacour clock off in the distance? It's 5:30. You guys could hear it? Awesome. Wow, that song was really pumping there in the Delacour clock. I was hoping to catch the last little bit of it, but just missed it out. Thank you so much, Kirk. And we just missed the Delacour clock by a couple of minutes. But 5:30, that is my cue to start making my way out of the park. So we just heard this clock ring right here, this Delacorte clock. Good to see you, respect the face, welcome. Bringing an end to our romp around Central Park. Bringing an end to it.
Yeah, so
Another beautiful day here in New York. It got really warm. Got really, really warm out today. The sea lions right over here. No doubt they're having a good day today. Well, we got to see the first blossoming trees here in Central Park, so I'm pretty happy with that. Gonna have to come back here in a week's time to see the progress. Hopefully we don't get any kind of snowstorms or anything like that, but that will like blow all the blossoms. I think that was a squirrel the guy was taking a picture of. That was a squirrel. Hello, Jade 112, welcome. JC Droid, you're more than welcome. Making our way. Oh, you saw a leash. Oh yeah, no. At least that's what I'm thinking you were seeing. You could have seen something else. I don't know. A lot happens here that I may not catch sometimes. I am kind of looking at other things sometimes. So. Well, we're coming back to reality. Back to Grand Army Plaza. Back to the Plaza Hotel, 5th Avenue, 59th Street. I think today we had a pretty good day in the park. Pretty successful day in the park.
That's great.
Yeah, back to life. Back to reality. Back to the streets of New York. Towers of Billionaires Row calling us back to Midtown. One of the greatest views in all of New York right there. You know what, Bagels and Walks? I'll take a look at that. We're going to be right across the street from it. So we'll end with the shot of the Sherry Netherlander. See what's going on there. I don't think there's much going on up there, but you never know. There might be a lot of press up there for what happened yesterday. Jeanette, you're more than welcome for the lovely walk out there in Glasgow. Glad you enjoyed. It was a fun one today, I have to say. So the buildings to my left here, we have well, the Sherry Netherlander is right here behind the scaffolding. I don't know the names of these other buildings here. I don't know the names of those guys over there. I don't know what they do. I know some of them are residences, some of them might be the consulates to the United Nations. Yes, the GM building, that big. As we now come back out Let's see if there's any residual stuff happening here at the Sherry Netherlander. Yesterday, a fire in one of the penthouse apartments. But yeah, it looks like, well, we still have a couple of fire department vehicles here. I have a couple of fire department vehicles here hanging out in front of the Sherry Netherlander here along 5th Avenue. Harry's of Cipriani and the Sherry Netherlander right here.
Yo, motherfucker.
What is he, 12? People cursing. He has to go play Roblox. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for hanging on out with me. It certainly has been my pleasure taking you guys one of my favorite places in all of New York City, Central Park. If you're new to my live streams, make sure you smash that like button, and more importantly, if you subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I never know when I'm gonna go live next, because variety is the spice of life. Spontaneity is the spice of life. But thank you so much for hanging on out, guys. And from 59th Street, 5th Avenue, Grand Army Plaza here in Manhattan, this is Dutch Maz signing off. Ooh, that feels good to sit down. Have a great New York day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish your moments, and good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Everyone, check out Yo Ange going live tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. You don't want to miss that if you want to see some fantastic coverage of the St. Patrick's Day Parade. But again, have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.